Hello everyone and welcome to your second royal reading of today. It's a Wednesday and the big news has broken, of course, that Meghan Markle is staying in Montecito or wherever she lives, Hope Ranch, Bel Air. She's staying anyway in California. She's not flying over for the coronation. We are not going to see her in that Dior dress that allegedly was being designed just for her or just for some royal. Blind gossip, people were speculating it was for her. A cream or an ivory Dior dress was being got ready for a big event involving a royal, and we're not going to see that dress. Oh dear. Celtic Cross coming up with the Radiant Wise Spirits Tarot. Dog is very shouty this afternoon, and we are going to do a Celtic Cross. That's the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, and we're going to see things from her perspective. How's she feeling right now? What's going on? Why in particular did she decide no? What was going on behind the scenes? There were stories about the kids. There were stories about the concert. All kinds of negotiations, apologies that never happened. None of this happened. And so what's going on? We've got the Lovers in reverse that's just popped out. Put it back in. And just see how she's going to clap back. What's she going to do while she's in Montecito? And what impact is this decision going to have on her going forward? Just generally, I'm not talking about brand. I'm not talking about marriage. This is the very first look at this big news, and we'll get more detailed. We'll look at Harry, we'll look at marriage, we'll look at all those things going forward. Harry has obviously decided to cast his lot in with the royals, but Meghan is staying at home. She's got her awards to console her. I think she's collecting 2 awards in May. Don't know if she's made it to the Met Gala, if she's cracked an invite for that. We'll find out soon enough. But let's see what's going on from Meghan Markle's point of view. As ever, I have to remind you, this is tarot for fun, for entertainment. It's all opinion, it's all speculation. We do archetypal energy here, we read that. And there is, of course, a disclaimer in the box below. And please read it from your own opinion about that Dior dress. Very expensive, no doubt. And there was speculation that there was some merching going on for Dior. Some deal, perhaps. Harry wearing that Dior shirt, the court case. Anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here with someone who is stuck. Stuck, I tell you. And in case I didn't see it the first time around, the card has come out twice. We've got 2 8s. We've got the 8 of Swords upright and the 8 of Cups in reverse. Stuck. This is not a happy person. Whatever cards we see, when we actually do see the cards in the actual reading, this is underlying energy we're looking at now. Somebody who feels trapped, somebody who can't leave a situation that she'd like to leave. Very, very miserable. This was not an easy decision for her to reach, and she's not happy right now. I've just looked at the royals and how they're feeling. Also not particularly happy right now. I think a little bit wary of what might be coming their way as a result of this announcement. But there is somebody who is stuck in her own mind, and also stuck emotionally, stuck in a situation she's finding very, very difficult. So this situation, how is she right now? Very, very unhappy. The Ace of Cups in reverse. This is heartbreak card. This is, why did I bother? Nobody loves me. Sobbing, collapsed on the floor sobbing. I think we've seen it a couple of times in the Netflix docuseries. We've heard it in books, and we saw it in Spare, or we heard about it in Spare. And that has collapsed on the floor sobbing. Ace of Cups in reverse. Nobody loves me. The royal family doesn't love me. They didn't apologize. The White Dove of Peace is in reverse there. They didn't reach out the hand of friendship. Those racist royals, because it's a very white hand of friendship that is tipping the cup out. So we might hear some things about racism and cruelty and don't care if I'm suicidal, all that stuff again. We might hear it, but she's certainly feeling it. She's feeling very, very hurt. That's the energy that's coming through these cards. I just have to say it might apply also to Has-Been, who has decided to go without her. And he could be hearing it and he could be feeling it right now. What in particular prevented her from going, made her decide to stay at home? And there is the decision again. That is the decision. The Two of Swords in reverse is not giving me an answer. It's telling me she's at a crossroads in her life, because the card is the card of being at a turning point, a decision point in her life. It's come out in reverse. She's got very difficult decisions to make. She's made one. I'm not going, because they didn't apologize. They're not letting Archie crown the king, ride in the gold carriage, have happy birthday sung. None of those things are happening. I'm terribly unhappy, and I have made this terribly difficult decision, but it hasn't told me why. We've got another chance to find out why. It's just telling me that in her state of misery, she has made this difficult decision that has been delayed. When you don't know it's been delayed, I think it's been delayed for over a week. What's going on behind the scenes? There were negotiations and things like that. So what was going on behind the scenes that caused this decision? A second chance for universe to tell us. And again, it's not really telling us. It's giving us the 10 of Wands. And this card also came out in the previous reading, the royal family perspective on the story. 10 of Wands, it's just all too much. I feel terribly alone. We're getting a mental health reading. An amateur one. Of course, I'm not a mental health expert, but we're getting a peek into her state of mind right now. We're not getting facts. We're not getting reasons of why precisely she decided she wasn't going to go. We're getting more a state of mind, and this state of mind is it was just all too much. It was too terrible. Possibly the threat that people might boo and hiss and nobody would talk to her. She was going to feel very alone. It's my lonely card. There are a couple, the Hermit for instance, but this 10 of Wands, this person is always carrying this burden by themselves with no one to help. And struggling along, suffering. We're going to hear about this. Oh boy, I have an idea that she's at her keyboard bashing away, her laptop. We might be on chapter 29 of Mein Kampf by Miss Markle. How I suffered, my struggles. And there we have a card of tremendous struggle and suffering. And my heart goes out to her in this difficult time. So, what is her focus right now? And we've got an Empress in reverse, and we have had speculation about pregnancies and miscarriages. It's the Mother card, of course, the Empress card. Minor energy, of course, it's the late Queen, but not really. It's a coronation and replacing her with someone else. So there's that. But it's more about her and her sense of... The Empress is Venus, is about love, being loved, being adored, being popular. And it's in the reverse. She's feeling that she's not loved. People don't love her. And Lady C did that rather too much. A rendition of what was going on in the house. Of you've made me, a fool of me, and everybody's laughing at me. You've ruined me, and all of that stuff. It's coming through in that card. It's Major Arcana, the Empress. It's coming through that she's feeling like she's not adored, she's not worshipped. People don't appreciate her, and what a gift she is to the royal family and the world and the multiverse. It's self-pity coming through in that card. There is also the threat of a miscarriage, I just have to say, with that card. We may hear how, I don't know, I think there were at least 3 versions of the miscarriage. They seem to go in threes, the Parkles, when they decide to tell a story. There are 3 different ways. It's quite interesting from a storytelling point of view, how one finds the truth in those 3 different tales that one hears. The engagement, the proposal, all of that, all different. And I think the miscarriage story has been told in various different ways, from different points of view, happens at different times of the day, different people were around, and so on and so on. We might get another rendition of that, another version of that we can add to the collection. Just saying, I'm just warning, and of course this is just energy that I'm reading and me speculating wildly here for fun and entertainment. Let us see what's been going on up until now, until this very day. Yeah, illusion shattered, 7 of Cups in reverse. I think that she really was quite deluded about all kinds of things. About how popular she was with the British people, how her relationship with Harry was, all kinds of things. Her place in the world, her place in the celebrity world, in California, her prospects, all her prospects politically, creatively, as a content producer, all of that stuff is now being exposed. I think she's rattled with that 7 of Cups, that the cups that she thought were full of treasures and lovely things turn out to be empty or full of quite nasty things. That is what has happened in the recent past. Somebody has thrown a bucket of cold water over her. She does like that particular ice bucket challenge, we know. We have heard about it in the past with Rory McIlroy, and now we see it happening to her. So let's see what's coming up, the clapback. What is she going to do? She's got 3 weeks to plan it. We already have some ideas over there with the Empress in reverse, but how is she going to handle this? What is she going to do? It's going to be difficult for her because we've got 10 of Pentacles upright. There is a possibility that we could get a surprise announcement of a new deal with someone very wealthy, or even a new boyfriend or something like that. A very, very, very wealthy person. There's been speculation that she's got a new billionaire around interested. So there is a possibility of that. That she could make some sort of announcement of this ginormous deal, or billionaire lined up. Don't need you, Harry. I've got new billionaire. It's also children, grandchildren, that kind of thing. She could play some kind of game with the children. And we've got birthdays coming up, and we could get something on the day, the grand day, the great day, 6th of May, where we see her sending a cutie message to Grandpa, who's being coronated on the day. And I know that that is the wrong word. For those of you who don't know that, I know it is the wrong word, but the sugars don't know it's the wrong word. So we might see something like that, but it's telling me essentially that the royal family is safe. That's the main energy that's coming from that. I was just filling you in on possible sort of B stories. The A story here is the royal family is good. They are fine. They are solid. They are stable. And all should really go well on the day, and let's hope that it does. Getting a moment of nerves. That's the joys of being an empath. Breathe in and try and get rid of the nerves. Somebody is feeling very nervous over there in that castle. Anyway, I wonder who it is. Let's see her attitude to the royal family right now. Is she out to destroy them? What's she up to? Oh, so sad. Would love to reconcile. Would love to be back. It really wasn't so bad, was it, Megan? It was quite nice, actually. Imagine waking up every day. Lovely assistants carry everything, the nice presents that people give you, and the flowers. All you have to do is go out really and collect flowers that people stand in the rain to give you. And bit sad if you have to wear tights that you don't want to, pantyhose or whatever you call it. We call them stockings here in South Africa. And you can't paint your nails black and do whatever you might want to do, wear ripped jeans every day. But a small price to pay, really. It was lovely. It was safe. It was happy. But now it's gone. And you can never get the past back. You can't walk into the same river, step into the same river twice, can you? And so it's a sentimental card. The 6 of Cups, very strange. I would suspect that a lot of regret right now. A lot of it. What pressure is she under? Let's see. Dig this card out from underneath. Pressure is she under? She's got to defend herself. She's going to be attacked by people. She's going to be criticized by people for this decision. You take their money. You call your child prince and princess. just a few weeks ago made that announcement. You've been trying to weasel them into the whole thing, and now you say, no, I'm not going. Doesn't look good. So she's got her work cut out defending herself from criticism. And it's going to be quite heated criticism. It's ones that's heat, that's energy, that's people on TV, people on Talk TV, GB News, Megyn Kelly, all of those people, peers, all of those people are going to have a glorious time expressing their opinions about her and how hypocritical she is, really, for all the stunts that she's pulled, and then she just can't quite manage to fly over to the UK and attend that very important event on behalf of her father-in-law. Interesting. Hopes and fears for our Megyn. That deal dress. She still wants to be the star. She hopes she can recover from this. Her brand can recover from it. Her star profile, highest in the firmament, the most luminous, the brightest star that the royal family ever had. She's really hoping that she can be the princess, that she can be the star, that everybody still looks up to. The star in California. It's a healing card. It's a finding your life path, your purpose, all of that stuff. She really is hoping that she can find a new path. She knows this one is over. The thing is with the Six of Cups, however lovely it was in the past, you just don't go there again. You can't. So outcome for her, and I've left it wide open for universe to tell us what universe wants to tell us. The impact of this decision on her life going forward. What does universe want to tell us? Ouch, 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 ouch. Such a bad decision. So bad. Ten of Swords, ruin. The card of ruin. We've got there. We've got there in the story now. Royal family, doing great. Meghan Markle, she's the Ten of Swords. I know it's a male figure, traditionally. It could also be her husband that she's taken down with her into this Ten of Swords energy. The Ten of Swords is one of the worst possible outcome cards you can get in the tarot, and I don't have to say any of those allegedlys and things like that. It is. It's defeat. It's absolute ruin. She's going to have to work so hard to recover from this. Really work so very hard. I would say impossible to recover from this. And a moment's silence from me, stunned at the enormity of this for her going forward. I have done Meghan fast forwarded to 50 or whatever it was. It didn't look pretty. It didn't look pretty. She's going to look back at this moment and say, there it was. That's it. That was a turning point. And the turning point showed up in the previous reading that I did from the royals' point of view. It showed up, the turning point, the Wheel of Fortune. And ouch. So that's the reading. We'll look at has been tomorrow, unless some great story breaks, an even greater story breaks in between now and then. But we'll have a look at him tomorrow and see how this is going to affect him. That's it for now. I'm quite wrung out, I have to say, as a reader. Fighting my way through this energy. There it is. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.